Ozzy and the garden visitor, Ozzy and Ella returning home. Ozzy was no ordinary cat, graceful, curious, and proud. He loved strolling beside Ella, his human. That afternoon, the two were walking home along the leafy footpath, with sunlight dancing through the green hedges. When they reached their cozy house, Ozzy's sharp ears perked up. There was a rustling sound coming from the garden. Ella noticed his curious gaze. "What is it, Ozzy?" she asked, opening the gate. Ozzy darted in ahead of her, his black fur gleaming in the soft light. In the corner of the square garden, surrounded by hedges, was a deer. It was nibbling shiny red apples scattered on the grass. Ozzy stopped and stared, his tail flicking. He had never seen a deer up close before. The deer lifted its head, its eyes calm and gentle. For a moment, they simply looked at each other, Ozzy's filled with wonder, and the deer's soft and peaceful. "You like apples?" Ozzy asked, flicking his tail. "They're my favorite," the deer replied, nudging one with his nose. It rolled toward Ozzy, who pounced, stopping it with his paw. The deer giggled. "Try rolling it back." Ozzy batted the apple gently, sending it right back. The deer caught it and tossed it playfully in the air. They laughed, rolling apples between them, sometimes chasing after the ones that got away. As the sun dipped lower, the deer's ears twitched. "I should go before my mother comes looking for me." Ozzy's tail drooped slightly. "Will you come back?" The young deer nodded. "Of course. We still have more apples to play with." Soon after, Ozzy, Ella, and the deer heard soft footsteps approaching along the footpath beyond the hedges. The deer's ears perked up as a gentle figure emerged. It was the deer's mother, come to take her little one home. Before the mother deer could call him, Ozzy trotted up to her, his eyes wide with curiosity. "Excuse me," he said politely. "Can the young deer come back to play again?" The mother deer looked down at Ozzy, her gaze kind and wise. She paused for a moment before nodding gently. "He may come back whenever he wishes." The young deer, grateful for Ozzy's kindness, turned to Ella. "Thank you for the apples you leave every day," he said. "They're my favorite." Ella smiled warmly and nodded. "You're always welcome here," she said. Ozzy turned to the young deer. "I'll be waiting for you," he called as the mother deer gently led her fawn toward the woods. Curling up beside Ella, Ozzy watched silently as they disappeared beyond the garden, a warm glow of contentment in his eyes.